You got any rat poison?
Why, yes, sir.
What sort?
Well, it's called Rat Attack. It's a powder. You put it in...
What's it made of? What's it do? Why do they die?
Well...
Could it kill a pet? Quite a large pet. Almost person-sized pet.
Why do...
Safety! I'm just thinking of safety. What would it do, say, a 43-year-old woman?
Well, in a small dose.
Would it dissolve her stomach and make her lungs bleed until she drowned?
Well, I'm sure in large enough quantities, yes.
Could be detected in apple pie.
I don't know.
What would it do to the face? Would it contort in such a disgusting degree? What would it do to this face? Would it break out in pustules or rashes?
I don't think it would affect the face.
Do you have anything that affects faces? Something that make the skin melt, like in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Excuse me, but what are you planning to use this for?
What are you saying? I just have pets at home, rats at home, haven't I? What did that right to the human head?
What?
I mean, would it go through the skull or just embed itself in it?
I mean, with enough force.
You got any battering spades?
Any what?
Battering spades for battering a person. Or piano wire, you know, something very thin and strong that you can grip. With marigolds.
Well,
Have you got any hammers that would smash bone?
Well, yes, over in the tools section.
Spot on. Do you do poison?
No, sir, just holidays. This is a travel agency.
Oh. Do you do holidays to places where you can't breathe? Like, could a holiday hurt a person?
I hope not, sir.
Could you batter someone with a large ticket? Could you get a boarding pass and shove it up their fingernails until they wet?
Well, I suppose, what kind of holiday were you looking for?
Ooh, quiet. Could you make a person so relaxed that they forget to live?
Well, we do have some pretty relaxing packages, sir.
You do some very disappointing packages. You know, some place where you get super excited for and it's such a disappointment that you die.
Well, not in here, sir. We aim to make people as happy as possible.
What if you made a person too happy? Could you make a person smile so much that it breaks their face? Could you break a face like this?
Well,
Do you do the sun hats made of razor?
no.
What about sun cream?
Oh, yes.
Do you do that sort when you rub it on your skin, it reacts to the sunlight and spawns snakes?
No, sir, we don't.
Do they still shoot tourists in Florida?
Many say yes.
Huzzah! You got any rat poison?
No, sir, this is a library.
Silly question. Do you have any books about poison?
Yes, sir, in the toxins and poisons sections, it's between Pointing and Poitiers.
Thanks. What's the largest book in this whole place?
Well, it's the OED, it's in 20 volumes.
Could you tie them together and form a droppable block?
I suppose.
What about a single volume? Do you have anything wieldable?
Wieldable.
Wieldable, something you can swing around your head, like a mace, with spikes.
The library does not like people being rough with the books.
What do you mean? I'm just looking for a fireside read. I just want to curl up with a good book. You got any e-books that make anyone curl up? Permanently, in agony. Shouldn't you be telling me to keep my voice down? You got any books about noises? Like that very low noise that makes people shit?
Well...
Do you make such a noise loud enough that make them shit them whole selves?
No, definitely not.
Do you have a book about terrible truths? Truths so terrible they can age a person prematurely with the weight of the knowledge?
Yes.
Any person. You know, say, a 50-year-old woman who looked like this.
Well, it depends on how sensitive they are.
Can you make someone more sensitive? Could you read them Baudelaire until they cried to death?
Unlikely.
I like your stamp. Could you stamp a person for being overdue? Stamp them hard. Can I borrow your stamp?
If you like.
Bonza. Do you do poison?
No, just shit, sir. This is Skegness.
Don't I know it? Do you do dinghies? Very small ones. One's too small for a grown woman. One in the shape of a duck. That can't swim.
I think this is what you're looking for.
Has it got a puncture kit in it?
Yes, sir. It's attached.
Good. Do you do sharks?
I'm sorry, sir.
I mean, do you do seafood?
Yes?
Big seafood with teeth. That like dinghies.
I don't think so, but there's some pretty big fish up at the aquarium.
Do they do lobsters with guns?
What?
Have they got jellyfish that look like jelly and then when you eat it, then you die from the sting?
I don't think so.
How long's the pier?
120 meters exactly.
Have you got a guidebook that says it's 121 meters that's so engrossing you don't know where you're going when you're reading it?
No.
Do you do donkey wrongies on a lion? A lion that might want to eat a person. A person that looks like this.
But why would you want...
What are you saying? I'm just saying I want to eat her up. I'm very much in love. I'm going to go and bury her in the sand.
Oh. That's nice.
Have you got a digger?
No.
How competitive is a sandcastle competition? Is it so competitive that you can die from stress?
I don't think so.
What about the bouncy castle? Could you bounce so high that you go into orbit and asphyxiate in the vacuum?
Well...
When's high tide?
11 o'clock.
How high is high tide? Could the tide get so high that it flooded your hotel room when you were painting your fucking toenails again?
Only in winter.
Is it safe to swim in the harbour?
Not at the moment.
You star. Do you do poison?
No, sir, just cakes. This is a patisserie, sir.
How many cakes can a human eat?
I don't know. Depends how hungry they are.
Very hungry. Really very hungry indeed.
Well, I suppose they can maybe eat 5 little ones.
What if you made them eat more? By force. What if you made them eat 6 really big cakes? Could they burst? Can a cake hurt a person? Is a baguette harder than the skull?
No.
What if it happened if you took a baguette and hammered it down someone's throat with a flan? Could it puncture a lung? Do you do gingerbread men?
Oh, yes.
What's the biggest gingerbread person you could bake? One that's life size. One that looked like this.
I don't think so.
How much sugar does it take to rot a person's teeth? Like totally, so they couldn't be identified by dental records.
With quite a lot, I would think so. Would you like an apple turnover?
Oh, cheeky. Is it poisoned?
No.
How hot is that coffee?
Piping, sir.
Good idea. I'll smash your bloody brains out. Hello, I want to kill my wife. I mean, do you do axes?
No, sir, just poison. This is a poison shop, sir.
Now I'm confused.
Audio Jungle.
Audio jungle.